Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at my Gameweek 11 team and how it went, and also the Gameweek 12 preview as normal. This week we finally got a green arrow. Finally, I mean, literally was like not much in terms of the rank boost, but we actually scored decently, got some decent returns. I'm happy. Let's get into it. Make sure to tweet me and all that kind of stuff. Follow me, Captain FPL1. Subscribe as well. And also let me down in the comments, like, is there anything you're interested in me covering? Because at the moment I've only been doing my reviews and previews, and obviously the one last week where I did a game 1 to 10 analysis. I'll probably do that again in 10 game weeks time. But if there's anything else you guys want me to cover, please do, or comment down below any suggestions, and I'll be definitely happy to do them. So let's just jump into it. So first is defence, and got a pretty decent point score here. Pope got 2 points. Burnley looked quite poor, to be honest, against Sheffield United. But the flip side of that, Lundstram returned 21 points, 2 goals, clean sheet, 3 bonus points. This man is a hero. He's just a godsend. I think now, they're playing Tottenham away next week, but I'm gonna just play him. Why not? He might get some points. Like, he's incredible. This man's incredible. FPL made a huge mistake of listing him as a 4 million defender, but we're loving it. It's brilliant. Soyuncu alongside him, 14 points, got his first goal of the season. I've been waiting for a big point score from him. I think he'd been teasing me a little bit. He finally returned. Very happy with that. Joel Ball got 1 point. But I had no other defenders anyway, so you know what, 1's better than 0. Playing Leicester with Vardy, Maddison, Tielemans all causing absolute carnage up front. I think 2-0 was a pretty good result for Palace. But yeah, Nick Pope is a place of concern because Burnley have really just dropped off recently. Not getting clean sheets. He's not getting save points as well. I think this is one of his first times he's did save points in probably the past 4 game weeks. So I'm thinking when I have the chance with a free transfer, I'm happy with the rest of my team. I will look to move Pope out for another budget option, probably maybe Matt Ryan, although the fixtures get harder. But Brighton have been quite good defensively, or maybe Vincente Gaeta at Palace. But I don't really want to double up a Palace players, so lots to consider in that department. Onto the midfield, and it was an awful showing for the midfield. De Bruyne, Sterling, they disappointed. Sterling was shocking against Southampton. De Bruyne had some shots, but nothing of great importance. So I had a feeling in the back of my head that I was getting lured into the trap of just going all in on City players. They haven't been as consistent as they were last year in terms of the point scoring. And of course, Aguero, who I took out, he scored a goal. But he only got 6 points, so it could have been worse. But still was great. But hopefully Sterling will come again in the long term, and I will avoid the benching rotation. Salah, he looks off his game a little bit. Villa put in a great performance against Liverpool, and Salah did have, I think 4 shots, a goal, but Mane looks much better, and I will talk through my transfers in a little bit. Mason Mount, he only got 1 point, but he did have a lot of shots. Ben Foster was called into action on numerous occasions with him, also playing some nice through balls. He looks good. I think I'm very happy keeping him because he is Lampard's golden boy. He's not going to get dropped, you see Hudson's always been getting rotated. Pulisic, Willian has just got an injury as well. So lots of rotation. But yeah, it was a poor showing for midfield. But in other weeks, they might have scored ridiculous amounts, but my defence and my front line saved me. And the front line was very successful. Abraham got 12 points, goal and assist, and Vardy got 6 points. I knew I should have captained one of them. I got lured into the Southampton game thinking City would destroy them, but realistically should have thought Southampton are going to set up defensively and not let them in. Connolly, 2 points. Frustrating because I had McGinn on the bench who got an assist against Liverpool. But Connolly did have a lot of shots in the game, so all still positive. And yeah, it wasn't at first a good game because everyone else was doing much better than me and my rank was dropping. But thankfully, Leicester's performance saved me, as well as the Tottenham and Everton game being quite a minimal impact game. But yeah, again, McGinn has hurt me from the bench. He's done it on numerous occasions now. I think I just got to play him, So that was the team for this week. Yeah, I got captaincy wrong again. I don't know how many weeks it's been in a row now I got the captaincy wrong. Literally, I'm just waiting for a points return. I need a points return from some kind of captain. So overall for this game week, got 61 points, taking in mind that -4. So put me into 575 overall points. And I was safely above the average as well, which was a first. Rank went up by, I think, it wasn't that much, about 60k I think, but I finally got a green arrow. It's been, I think, 3-4 weeks since a green arrow, so I'm very happy. We're back on the right track, because like I said, after Saturday I dropped down to 1.6 million, so it wasn't looking good, but Leicester came through for me. But yeah, I think again I'm going to still follow the same thought process of being a bit riskier, more hits as well, because it's starting to pay off now. Just being a bit more, drastically getting onto things quicker. Because I think the patience, it was good at the start, but now it's just not working. So I've got to just get on the hits. So this brings me on to the confirmed transfers game week 12. Now, you might be thinking this has been very, very early to make the transfers. Obviously, with Liverpool having Champions League midweek, but Mane was on the cusp of having a price rise on Sunday night, and I just thought, you know what, I've just got to get him in. Salah, he's still got that injury. I'm not happy with it. Whereas Mane is just performing unbelievably well. So he went in straight away. And then defensively, because of my lack of options and because Palace have got Chelsea away next week, I wasn't comfortable with that. So I've gone for Yam, I'm thinking Watford are in a horrible run of form, but hear me out. Watford, since the City loss, they've been conceding, not too many goals. I think they had a game week. They're 2 game weeks in a row, but they had 0-0s. Yamat, personally, he got a clean sheet against Tottenham when he got taken off just before Spurs scored the goal. So they are in the right kind of mind. I think they're like 4th for the lowest goals conceded. So they're in the right way. Quique Sanchez-Flores is obviously trying to shore up the defence. Norwich away. Norwich have been abysmal since the City game. I think they've only scored 1 goal since that game. Now, yes, they're at home, and Watford aren't as good as away, but I'm thinking for 4.3 million, chuck him in there, see if he can do anything for 1 game week, and if not, I can always bench him. It's just for some bench coverage, really, but I just fancy playing Yamat this week. So Mane, Yamat, they're the transfers in. So that means I still have Matip on my bench, but apparently he might be back late November. So I could always hold on for him a bit longer because I don't think his price will drop because he's locked as he's on red. So with that said, let's have a look at the Game Week 12 team and how we're lining up. So we start with the defence. Pope's got West Ham at home. Hopefully this could be a game where Burnley finally get a clean sheet after a long time. West Ham have been a bit up and down recently. Lost to Newcastle on the weekend. So I feel like Burnley, this might be the game where they might just sit in and just get that clean sheet because they need something. They haven't had something for a while in terms of points. Yamat comes in Norwich away. Again, I could have gone with Rico. I could have gone with a Newcastle, and I was looking at the sales. I didn't go with Newcastle because they had a lot of options at centre-back and at wing-backs. So I didn't know who might be playing because Matt Ritchie's coming back soon, so Williams might be dropped. Yedlin's always getting rotated with Manquillo. And centre-backs is about 4 or 5 centre-backs, so I couldn't pick between them. And Bournemouth with Rico, I feel like Eddie Howe, at some point he might change him. I just don't feel confident owning him. Adam Smith was on the radar as well, but he's quite injury-prone. So I thought Yamat, he's been playing every single game with Quique Sanchez-Flores. He looks the best option out of the Watford defence in terms of like cheap money wise. So Andrew Arsenal at home. I'm not expecting him to keep a clean sheet here, but potentially Arsenal are poor at set pieces defending, so Sancho might get another goal. And lunch from Tottenham away. I just think Tottenham, I'm a Tottenham fan, I'm not confident in this game because Sheffield are going to sit in, defend well. We've been pretty poor in front of goal recently, so I could see there could be a clean sheet there for Sheffield United. You never know. We come to the powerhouse midfield on paper. De Bruyne, Sterling and Mane all playing each other. So I have a feeling though, because it's great because I've got no Liverpool City defenders, I feel that this might be a goal fest. Obviously Liverpool out Matip. They're not the same with Lovren or Gomez in there, in my opinion. And City are obviously without some of their first choice defenders as well. So I'm thinking this might be a goal fest. And Mane, I think particularly will get some goals. Mason Mount, Palace at home, looks a great fixture on paper. So hopefully he can convert all the shots he's been having into some goals. And McGinn, I'm not leaving him out this week. Wolves away looks like a good fixture for Villa to get a goal, especially with Wolves' European fixtures on the Thursday, I believe. So they might be tired from that as well. So hoping Villa can do something in that. But McGinn he's been good. He didn't return for about 3 or 4 weeks, I think, until last week. But he's somebody who's just good because he takes lots of shots. He's getting right up in the attack for Villa. So this might be the time where he'll get a nice little point return. And we come to the 2 up front and complete the 3-5-2. Abraham and Vardy with 2 lovely home fixtures, in my opinion. Palace at home, I think Abraham will do well in that. And Vardy, Arsenal at home. Last season, I captained him when he played Arsenal at home, and he returned. I think he got 15 points. It's a base score, so double that to 30. So he absolutely smashed it for me, and I feel like if I return the faith this time around again, he should do the same. Arsenal defensively don't look comfortable. Leicester on top of their game right now. I think they're going to do well. People are saying that they don't think Vardy can maintain his scoring record, but I think he's a guy that could just bust the stats. You know, I think he can score goals whenever he wants, just peeling off players. So Abraham Vardy is a real flip of the coin for this one, I think, but I think I'm going to go with Vardy. Which leads me on to the captaincy. Currently it's on Jamie Vardy with Abraham as the vice captain. I think the City-Liverpool game, if you can pick the right one, it will be great, but we just have no idea how it's going to go. I think Champions League will be a good teller for how both sides will set up, I think, on the weekend. I have a feeling City will go lighter midweek than they would usually, purely because they've got to prepare for this game. I think it's a big game. They've got to catch up to Liverpool. Whereas Liverpool, I think, they're playing Genk, so they probably afford to rest some players. But it'll be interesting. But yeah, Vardy's captain at the moment. I'm liking the fixture. And obviously, as always, before the deadline, I will tweet the final team out. And obviously, you guys can comment, tweet me on Twitter, CaptainFPL1, any suggestions, any questions you have, and I will be happy to answer them. And as I said before, comment any videos you want me to do. You know, it could be absolutely anything. I'm trying to make sure I put a bit of time into FPL now. It's been quite refreshing to come back to it after a busy start to uni. I'm starting to chill out now. And I'm maintaining my workload and FPL and YouTube perfectly, so that's all good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.